proof, crush proof, freeze proof, and well, hopefully drop proof. Apparently it's drop proof to 2 meters, about 6.5 feet. You can use it in temperatures as low as -10 degrees Celsius, which is 14 Fahrenheit. It is fully submersible up to depths of 10 meters or 33 feet. So you're probably not going to be going scuba diving with this thing unless you're, in your very early stages and you're not allowed to go down below 10 meters. But for snorkeling or, using in the pool, it's perfect. But more to the point, perhaps, is the fact that you can use it at the beach. So sand and dust are, real killers for digital cameras. This one, the fact that it's waterproof means it's also dust and sand-proof. So you can have it, drop it in the sand, just rinse it off in the water, and you're good to go. So it's a 14-megapixel camera, 5x optical zoom. On the back here, we have a 3-inch hypercrystal display, LCD display. It does a really great job, nice and bright. It's also capable of recording 720p HD video. It has an HDMI out. Now, all of the ports and memory card slot and all those kinds of things are hidden behind doors. So this one, you unlock it like this. Move this little switch down. Or did I lock it? Yeah, I locked it. So unlock it like that. Move the flap down, and you see there's a rubber gasket here. Access to the memory card slot, the HDMI port, and the USB for charging. I might have gotten those two backwards, but you get the point. So then we close this thing up like this, lock it back in place, and now it's fully waterproof. So it also has GPS positioning in it. GPS antennas up here. That is an option that comes off by default. For a couple of reasons. One, it chews through your battery a lot faster than it would if you were just taking pictures. Perhaps another one is all the recent privacy concerns that are coming out of cameras geotagging your photos when you aren't aware that's happening. But it's an option that's there if you want to use it. Now, it's a $400 camera, obviously point and shoot, but really kind of like an adventure-y kind of camera. You can have it out in the rain. You can, as I demonstrated, throw it around, drop it. It's going to survive. Now, as a $400 camera, a lot of Olympus's sort of unique shooting modes and all these kinds of things are actually present in the camera. So you can see here we're in shooting mode right now. We can navigate through some of the different modes that are here. So if we go into magic, apparently I'm going the wrong way. There's magic. So select magic. Now we have access to a few different camera effects. So we can, difficult to do when I'm holding it like this. So we can go up to the different camera modes that are here. You can see fisheye. Obviously, taking a picture of a white gadget stand is not really going to do it full justice. But you can see some of the different modes that are here. Now, some of these modes will work in when you're recording video as well. Some won't. Let's see. A couple they'll actually tell you. So it'll say if it's not functional in movie mode. Apparently, sparkle isn't, which really breaks my heart. But you can see here access to some of Olympus's magic modes. So these are things that typically reside in some of their higher-end professional style and kind of prosumer cameras. So some flash options here. We also have a couple of different macro options which we like to see. So you can LED light, super macro, or just turn macro off, timers, exposure value, all these kinds of things. So if you're kind of a pro-style user, you will be able to find some of the functions that you're going to want to use, but this really is, it should be considered more in the kind of expensive point-and-shoot line. You're not really going to be getting in there too much and adjusting those settings. But if we go back up to the top here, you do have some scene modes you can choose from. So we can go in and have a look at some of those. Pretty standard stuff here, but definitely good to have. Now, one more interesting feature is this 3D mode. More and more cameras are including this little feature. What it'll generally do is let you take one picture, line up another picture, very much like you do a panorama, and then you'll be able to display it on a 3D TV with, via the HDMI out, which we showed you in here. So as a tough, durable camera that's going to last you at least several years, I like it. $400, a little dear, but at least you're not going to drop it in the pool and break it. So that's a quick look at the Olympus Tough TG810.